walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're just getting started. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to sort a few things out here and there. But just about another 2 minutes. Okay. Anyways. Just getting the watch list ready. As well as checking on the gappers. Let's get that music going a little bit. Keep it low. All right. Strange. Amazon. Okay. So first thing first, we just had the ADP employment report, and that report just came in. So the response from the SPY is probably because of that. And we are also waiting for the Fed announcement today, FOMC. So we've got to wait for that if we were going to take anything related to the market that affects SPY or big names. So with big names, I'm going to just keep it down low. I'm not going to probably try. I'm going to try as much as I can not to touch them today. But if there is a good setup, I don't mind taking it, but I'm not going to go ham on it. But I will be concentrating on the other stocks that's completely doing its own thing, which is basically low price stocks, low floaters and stuff like that. So gappers ideally, and there could be some earnings plays, earnings gappers that might have complete sort of different reaction to SPY's move. So why am I not touching SPY? Well, basically it's because it might get into a very big chop before the meeting. So I'm thinking it might not move as much as I would like it to move, so that I can benefit from a bigger move. So I'm just going to leave it alone because of the chop, and chop gets me, gets everyone. So if we can avoid the chop, then it's a good successful day. So later after 2, even after that, I think it's better left alone unless the message from the meeting is clear and we start to see actually that it might be a good idea to be waiting until then and then start looking for trades on big names, because there might be some sort of a follow through with those moves. If it starts to move up, it's going to have some follow through with it. So as far as I know, at the moment, I feel like it's weak. It's due for it's already done a pullback, which I was expecting, to be honest. Is it gonna carry on doing another bigger pullback from this reversal? The chances are likely, but I'm not gonna rule out the fact that it's still in that reversal phase and it could actually sort of color back up and starts to trend up. But I think the trend will have solid foundation, or whatever you want to call it, after the 2 p.m. meeting, which is a long way to go. Before that, it's just going to be chop, I believe. So that's why I'm going to leave it alone. So let's have a look at what we have. Yesterday we were watching this Tilray. I did mention be careful with these names. They do run and then they drop. So that's exactly what happened. Tilray, I just yeah, CGC, exactly the same thing. Win is, for me, is done yesterday. I exited, but it was a decent trade nevertheless, but it could have been much better. Today's trading at 68, so I'm leaving it alone. GETY, that's popped up. GETY popped up and starts to carry on fading off, which is, as I was mentioning yesterday, the stock itself is very weak. Overall general direction is to the downside, and any pop to the upside, any dead cat bounce is going to be shorted, which actually happened yesterday. So GETY is there's no point in keeping that unless it starts to take out the 750s, which is kind of unlikely. So I'm just gonna put an alert just in case if it takes that out, then we can consider something on it. Until then, just a waste of time really. ATNM, I have been watching this for some time now. The only issue with this one is the low volume. Although this looks like a huge spike in the volume, yes, but it really isn't. We're talking about 8-9 million on this day, which was the biggest volume for a while. In fact, for really some time, like until we go all the way April. So yeah, no, just the volume doesn't interest me. But I'm gonna keep this on the watch because I wanna find shorting opportunities on this, to be honest. So I'm a bit short biased on ATNM. PCVX, again, PCVX yesterday I was also short biased on it. This is exactly the similar scenario with ATNM, low volume. It's surprisingly holding up though. That's what I'm worried about. But this might be a bigger range stock. 44. Yeah. So I'm also gonna keep this, but again with ATNM and PCVX, I'm gonna make sure that that's if there's no like A plus setup, I'm not gonna touch it because of the volume on the daily. All right, let's have a look at the let's actually quickly go to SONN. Okay, if it loads anytime now. Okay, SONN was yesterday. It had a really good move up from ones all the way to, for the last 2 days it's gone to 3, so more than 100% move in 2 days, more than 100% move. So you see what it volume is huge. The volume is huge. I'm gonna be slightly careful. Usually I'll short the hell out of this, but volume is just keeps on rising on this one. So if it starts to pop, this is one of those that could actually squeeze like big. The fact that the volume is so huge on these 2 days, yes, we had previous days as well, big spikes. We had big spikes, but never this volume. Look at this. Look at the difference, guys. So I'm a bit worried about this, shorting this. I was gonna short it. Even this big massive day came in with almost like 20% of that volume, this volume. So that is something tells me that if it does start to curl back up, longs might have better opportunity there. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one, SONN, for possible follow through, for possible continuation to the upside. I know it's 100% move up. Yes, I understand that. That's why we are actually getting this this gap down, a fade off, a sell off. We'll see what it does around the sell off. Is it going to recover or is it not? That's the question. Okay, so that's SON. LI is gapping up again. I believe the other day it was gapping up as well. Fills the gap and then continues. Today is gapping up big time. Is the EV stocks doing this or is it just generally Chinese stocks which had some good news for the past 2 days? So NIO gapped up and then actually filled the gap already in pre-market, so it could just be LI. It's taking such a long time, man. These are not my gappers. These are the gappers, sorry. LI is a gapper for sure, yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of NIO and the others. Uber. All right, let's have a look at the gappers. Yesterday's gap. This is an acquisition. Or is it in here? Yeah, that's why I thought it's an acquisition. So we're gonna leave that alone. ARCT. Okay, this one's gapping up. Usual volume is very bad on this. I wouldn't even touch this thing if it wasn't for the gap today. What is the gap for? It's a vaccine related. They're collaborating with another company. Yeah, mRNA based vaccines. So they're just yeah. I don't know how effective this catalyst is. I'll keep this on the watch just in case if the catalyst isn't strong enough for it to carry on, then we can short this bad boy. So yesterday UBX was beautiful, absolutely one of the best, but it just didn't do it on the pre-market. Usually this happens on the pre-market, so I wasn't lucky enough to catch something on pre-market, so hopefully we will catch one thing, one decent sort of mover like this in pre-market. That's my plan. So hopefully if we can catch one of those every week, yeah, we're set. Look at these levels, by the way. Literally touches it and then bounces off of it, and next time it comes down, it doesn't respect it at all and just continues. That's just sign of pure weakness, panic. So UBX is done. Obviously we need to get rid of that. I just wanted to show you the trade. Beautiful trade. SNOA just popped, and also yesterday it just had a really decent move. Launches the two new dermatological products over the counter. Okay, they're just releasing 2 new products. What does that tell you? Well, not much really. What is just vague, really. The news is a bit vague, so I don't really trust the move up. Hold on, guys. Be right back. All right. Let's just All right, guys. So just looking at the gappers. Almost done with the watch list. LI, JD. Yeah, they're giving back. That's pretty much it. I've so much on the list, to be honest. Not huge list. I expected that anyways. Today is gonna be slow day. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm just gonna wait up. If there's a good setup, that's fine. You know, sometimes you realize that you just don't have good list to go about the day. You know, like just especially at the open, if you don't have clear idea of what you're gonna be trading, then that goes and tells you something. Maybe you should be careful, right? That's usually the case with me. If I don't have a good list, usually multiple sets of watch lists that I can watch and look out for certain strategies and setups. At the moment, I don't really I'm not considering anything except for some gappers, right? Which is like only few stocks. So I'm just gonna keep it nice and chill. If anything comes to me, I'll try to take advantage of that. If not, then we'll just relax, take it easy, trying to preserve the capital. That's the whole goal. In the meantime, I can do some research here and there. Alright, so YUMC, I just realized this is popping with the, this is earnings gap, so the catalyst is quite strong on this one. Gapping up from 43s all the way to 48s now, so a huge gap. But is it gonna hold? I'm gonna keep this on the gap as well, gappers list. YUMC, Yum China. The rest is the same as before. ARCT we got, SNOA we got, MC, okay. Yeah, these gappers might be interesting to trade. I just don't see anything on the big names anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna concentrate on gappers. At the moment, what I have is SNOA, LI, ARCT, YUMC. LI is already done, I think, in my opinion, or is on its way to be done. There might be some opportunities on it later on. Now it hasn't closed the gap yet, so it might do. Yeah, it might give us some chance. So that's why I'm gonna keep it. That's the list. Let me just share that in the Discord. That's our list for the day. And if you do see anything popping during pre-market, i.e. gappers, let me know if I miss anything. Okay, let's share our stream. Oh. I was watching SNOA. I was just a bit late on it. My trade was here just close to threes, around threes, and I was looking at it, but I just was not. If I was about 10 minutes early right here when I was looking at this, I probably would have taken just before that start here, and then just like yesterday we did UBX. This is exactly the same sort of setup, exactly the same setup. And this one in fact actually is far better than UBX, which worked out exactly what I thought it was going to work out on UBX yesterday. So this would have been the only trade I kind of would have benefited from on pre-market to be early on. So for this, for me to catch this, I would have had to be around 8. I would have had to be, everything has to be prepared by 8. Unfortunately today I came in about 15 minutes late. 15 minutes. Yeah, that's why you don't want to be late. But remember, still we're trying this whole new timing thing. I had stopped trading pre-market for a while, but starting back again. So something new, something we're returning to the olden days, golden days, basically. So that should be good. The rest of the LI as well could have actually had something, but it just there's no way to catch it. It did actually drift down, which I was kind of anticipating. ARCT is the only one that's really hasn't washed off. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that, but the volume is terrible on that. So YUMC as well is a gap. So amongst the gappers, YUMC and that's it. YUMC, I guess there's not much. Why do I feel like today is going to be a very, very boring day? Now, when I do say that, if I do go in on about trading in that sort of mentality, with that mentality, then I'm pretty sure the market is going to start to really go for it. And I'm like, hold on, you know what? Market is going to be choppy today and then not benefit anything. So I'm going to try as much as I can to not go in, especially at the open, with a strong bias that market is going to do this, market is going to do that. At the end of the day, I need to see what market does and respond to what it does. Just trade what you see really, and what you don't, not what you think. That is what I'm going to do. Keep an eye on SPY. SPY is just, yeah, under, gapping down a little bit. So that's the whole plan, guys. Not much on the watch list. We've got SONN. SONN is this is the one I was worried about the volume. It might actually, I normally trade short. I really short these stocks, especially when they start to take out the key levels. I'll short the hell out of them, but I'm just worried about these volume days, which we haven't seen on this stock for a long time. I feel, I don't know why. Maybe I was moving around today a lot. I had to do a few things. Just run some errands. That's probably why. I need to make coffee. Let me grab my coffee, guys. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Where's my coffee? I'm back, baby. Let's go. ARCT match. Oh, okay. MTCH is gapping up because of earnings, so that's gonna go to the list as well. We're getting a little bit more. SNOA is done. It's really done. Yep. SNOA is done. This might be a potential shorting opportunity, Yamsi, but the problem is that there's no volume at this point, so I can't trade it. Once volume pops on this and stays consistent, I can actually start trading it. So Yamsi, I'm watching. Also, CHGG is coming up on the scan. Again, earnings play, nice. CHGG. So we might be looking okay today. Initially, I was thinking, well, you know what? We are not really looking good today because we just don't have good list. Now, 2-3 stocks that we can actually keep an eye on. Definitely. So we're looking at CHGG, MTCH, and what else was there? SONN. Main watches. Ooh, hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm just I'm looking at this, guys. That's crazy, man. Check this out, right? I'll show you something. I've seen it before as well. I remember seeing this one, this clip. Check this out. Nox, he goes, what is this? I mean, I think this, does anybody know what this is? It's like a dance sort of competition / fighting. Everybody's swinging something, right? He goes on a rampage, like 3-4 people get hit, and they get up and do nothing. Literally, they just, I think they know the drill that this was gonna happen. Exact punches on the back of the head, and they just pick up their polos, wear it, and come back to the same place. Bro, you can punch like that and you get up, and it's just doesn't make sense to me. What is this? Oh my god. Oh man. I guess trading the stocks, you can sometimes relate to that. Not the person that's punching and kicking. That's the market, obviously. But it's the one that actually picked up the polo and came back to get punched again to the same spot, right? He didn't even like think twice or like say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get hit here again. Let me not go there, right? Let me just go somewhere else behind someone, something like that. No. So it's pretty much like traders, really. Same thing. Dude, that is a really, really good example of how traders work. But yeah, we got some gappers now. Most of my watch list is actually gappers, believe it or not. Most of it. So, looking forward to actually watching and seeing what it does. CSGG and MTCH is the main one I'm watching. Just my somehow the bot is sleeping. My bot is sleeping. Yes, sir, it is sleeping. Yeah, it's somehow sleeping. It's not doing anything. Let's see. It says it's running, but it's not though. Strange. Did I remove the permission from it? Hold on. There's no... It's streaming, right? Yeah, it seems to be streaming. Why? Just keep it on spy. No. There's connection. Settings, right? Settings and I think permissions. Community, I think. Somehow it's not working. Let's say sorry. Supposed to be call next. See if it's no, nothing. So we've got match, got CHGG. By the way, just for your information, I've kept the chat for members, not members, subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, if you're just joining in, it's gonna activate after a minute or two, I believe. So you have to be subscribed for 1 minute or two for you to be chatting, for you to be sending messages, because we were having an issue with the chat bots. Those, you know, one of those bots. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So those ones were really sort of bullying us last time. So I had to do something about it. So I found that, you know, if you keep it to subscriber mode only for the chat, it helps. So that's why chat will be not active as soon as you start typing something if you're not subscribed. So unfortunately, we have to keep it that way, just to keep it clean, the chat. We want to keep it clean. You know what I mean? Spice, actually. still, this background is too bright, isn't it? Right here. This here. Hi OSS. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, has it changed in the UK? Apparently in Baku it doesn't change at all, which is great. But yeah, it's changed, isn't it? But I think in New York, the US hasn't changed. Next week is changing, right? It's usually after a week or before. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Usually the first week of November, isn't it? Or the yeah, first Sunday, end of October, kind of. Yeah. I'm just to be. I mean, if you were not here, I'm just gonna take it easy, chill a bit, because the SPY and the market is gonna be very choppy. We've got 2 p.m. FOMC coming up, so everything is gonna be just on stall for that. So once that gets sort of once it's over, then maybe we might see some sort of a movement in the market, some sort of a trend. Before that, there's no point. There's really no point. Some gappers to watch is MTCH, CSGG. We've got a few others basically, but not much, to be honest. The only thing I missed was SNOA. I wasn't right on time. If I was mentioning it earlier, this is my typical pre-market trade, which I love to trade. As you can see, very similar to UBX, but much better, much cleaner. I was around when I came online. I was here somewhere, just a bit late, so I had to be prepared. If I was around 8 a.m. right on time, I would have prepared for this move down. So that's unfortunate, but that's the only thing I see. I would have taken, but the rest, I don't think today was the day for pre-market trading. You know, most of the gappers are happening because of earnings these days anyway. So as you can see, let's have a look at Yum China is actually drifting down. So this might provide some decent opportunities for possible shorts. MTCH and CSGG might be valid sort of gappers that will provide some sort of opportunity. The rest, I don't see anything. BNet. No, sir. TRQ looks like a acquisition. Yeah, for us, it's not going to be back to normal because, well, the thing is, right now over here, 5:30 is where the market opens, which is in 3 minutes. Right now it's 5:27 p.m. Now, when the clock changes, then we'll have to do that 1 hour later, which is 6:30 p.m. Imagine that. So I would rather do it a bit early, but then again, that gives me more chance to come a bit early for pre-market. So, yeah, it's not such a bad thing. It just means that, you know, if I were to stay a bit late, I will not be able to, you know, spend some time with my family, which I like to do. After 1 hour of trading, that will already be 7:30. By 8:30, the kids are already, like, you know, thinking of going to sleep, so there's not much left. So 5:30 market open used to work out very, very well for me. It is doable, yeah, for sure. It's definitely doable, but it just means that I just gotta, you know, compromise. Compromise. Our clocks don't change. It doesn't change, which is a good thing. I like that. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly dinner time, bro. Exactly dinner time. We always try to have dinner together, so. You know, I've started the pre-market stream, so I'm seeing, you know, at least one or two good, decent opportunities every day in pre-market. So that's all we need, anyways. If we can grab one or two opportunities every day, that's more than enough. In fact, nice, you know, trades like today, SNOA would have been a great trade. A weekly basis, one or two should be enough for pre-market. It's a shit show, is it? I mean, I've lived there for as long as I can. You know, it's time for me to move on. I love the place, you know, it's my home. I've lived there for over 24, 25 years, 24 years. And I'm happy here, man. It's just weather is better. People, I believe, is slightly much more, how would I say, less miserable. Because of the weather, obviously. The weather is less miserable. That's why people tend to be less miserable. Anyways, the market's open, guys. Best of luck. Let's go. So Apple's kind of flying. Oh, definitely. Definitely for the best times. I believe that. Best times. Matches, again, I mean, I'm watching this MTCH and it's really fading off. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. $48.58. Match. The spread on MTCH is not bad. It's about 9 cents, 10 cents, which is okay for this kind of a ranged play. Also, SONN is shifting his gears to the downside. Dude, MTCH, come on, man. Don't wash like that. Just give us some opportunity. It's already washed off from 52s all the way to 49s. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, SPY washing off a good amount as well, yeah. It just doesn't give me a chance to take anything on MTCH. I am watching this one, my main watch, including SONN and also the other one, YAMC. So. Now the spread is widening a little bit. We are seeing 30 cents spread on it, so that's not good. Well, it could be good. It depends how you trade it. All right, I've started very quick on this one, MTCH. Short MTCH around 49.14, somewhere there. It's gonna be a quick trade. Somewhere there. There it goes. Take out the lows, and I'm happy. If it takes out the lows, if not, then I might exit it very quickly because I'm just worried about this move here. It's already done, big move. So I needed to break that low as soon as possible, which is doing right about now. Beautiful. All right, partial taken at 48.715. Very, very quick, very beautiful trade. Amazing. 48.15. Sorry, let me check. 48.14. Yeah, around there. So partial taken, very easy, very stressless trade. Instant response to the trade. That's what I was looking for, and there it goes. Another partial is coming. 47.50s. There was another partial definitely at around 47.50s. I just couldn't get it. Unfortunate. YAMC is also washed off. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. Is the volume okay? Sound. So YAM China washed off as well. But it's bouncing off of 200 though. Very easy trade on MTCH. YAMC I'm about to take, but when I say I'm about to, I shouldn't say I'm about to. I should say after the fact that I've taken it, it's gonna go. Whenever I say I'm about to, it just goes. right over there on MTCH. In fact, my target was around 50-50. So I was gonna short it 50-50, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be looking. By the time it was too late. It's gone. MTCH setup is the PBAW setup, but it's the fast setup. It's the variation of T's variation, the fast variation. Like usually I do tend to, especially something is very clean, then you do get this opportunity only. You don't get the variation 1, 2, 3. You only get the variation fast. That's the literal meaning of T's, puzzle. So I took that. Unfortunately, I couldn't have taken it here. There was no setup. If anything, it would have been a more discretionary approach. There's another add point here, but is it gone for the add point? Damn it. Yeah, I mean, these kind of clean moves, definitely level 2 is going to really sort of help in learning. So you want to be watching these levels. As I was watching this candle, things were completely changing from this to that. So you kind of start to feel the heaviness coming in, the weight from the top, pushing it down. You start to see it in the tape. Yeah, there goes another attempt to take the lows out, which is seems like it wants to do. There it goes. There it goes. Beautiful. Let me just easy boy, easy. Oof. $46.77s, another partial. Beautiful. $46.77s. Beautiful, just amazing. So we got two partials on this with a, this was the stop was around this area here. Still, it could go further beyond that, but I don't expect too much from it. Most of this position is out. I've only got about 20% left on it. So clearly a very, very decent trade. I'm also short YAMC just about now. 46.73. YAMC 46.73, but it's not looking great though. Yeah, right there somewhere. On this one. So let's see what it does. YumC, Yum China, short 46.73s. And I would really like it to be taking the lows out, which is 46. So I want it to stay below 46. And if it does stay below 46, then yeah, we've got 2 for 2. Beautiful, beautiful. Just beautiful. By the way, on this one, very tight, very, very tight stop on this one. Just over 47 would have been the stop. So I really wouldn't want it to be bouncing off here. I would like it to be taking that 46 out and then just start taking the partials. The issue here is if it starts to take out now, this is gonna look really good. So I'm gonna be patient with it. I could take some out now, really like 20%. 46 is there, that's why. Let's go, baby. Get that 46 out of the way. Get out the way. 46 break will be the stop on this one. We're still not out the woods. It just needs to take that low. Once it does, then we can call it like a successful trade. Which hopefully this is gonna bring it. This is your second variation PBAW acting right about now actually. I took it a bit early, I know, I usually do. But yeah, that's one of our setups, guys, if you didn't know. If anybody's watching this on recording or whatever, one of the setups that just occurred right now. I've already taken this a little bit early, but waiting for it to take out the lows. Once it does, we have a good trade going for us. So 2 trades today. It looks like both of them are winners at this point. We don't know with this one whether it's going to actually sort of bounce and take us for a small loser. If it does take us over 47s, it will still be a very, very small loser. In fact, I am going to be 46 is getting hit. I'm about to take some out, guys. If I'm going to watch that 46, if it starts to bounce again, I'm going to take some out, trying to hit that. Okay. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah, let's go. Come on. $45.97, guys. $45.97. I had to take some out. Just can't be too patient with it. It's still a winner. $45.97. I had the chance to take it under 46, but I was waiting for it to actually. But then when it reclaimed that 46 very quickly, which I don't like. So it's partialed out, and now the remaining batch, just over 47, I'll be out of it. So yeah. Again, one more winner for us. And also our MTCH is also looking not too shabby. My eyes are killing me, bro. Look at this MTCH. Could have been another opportunity, but I wouldn't have taken that anyways. I've had enough of positions on it, so I am quite okay with it. Quite okay. Just paying attention to Yum China. And our SPY is also weak, kind of showing weakness, so that should help things go a bit lower. Just should help it push a little bit, just a little nudge. Come on, just a little nudge. Tip it over the beautiful right now. Actually, not bad, so might not. Yeah, there was. Okay. So in 2 trays, this one's already a great winner for me. Another runner coming in. I've only got 20% left on MTCH, and also I'm in short on Yum China. One partial taken out here. Really beautiful. Look at the difference between the stop and the partial. Huge. Over 2, definitely close to even, I would say 2.5 for the first partial. And if it does work out really well, then it's going to be massive trade for me. So there you go. And once these trades are actually like, I'm not worried about MTCH. It's already given me 2 partials. I'm just waiting for this guy to give me the second partial. Waiting for the lows to get taken out. And around 45.50s. That's where I'll start to unload some decent position. Come on, Yum China, come on, buddy. There it goes. Just take that out. Yes, let's go. Come on, take it out. Yep. There it goes. There it goes. Voila. That's what I wanted. So let's see my partial. 45.66. 45.66. Second partial came in as soon as it's 66. Very, very at the lows. Beautiful. Why I didn't wait for the 45.50s because I could still let it continue to work out, but the thing it was like this wash happened quite quick, and then this follow through was quite quick as well. And usually these kind of quick moves after a level break tends to have a little bit of a bounce coming in. It brings a bounce, so I think that was a decent decision to take that out. Plus I leave some limit orders on the levels anyway, so go ahead with the limit order. I've got another one just over 15. So if it does reach 45s, then I'll be fully out on it. But nevertheless, 2 trades, great trades. So far so good. Both of them given us two partials. When I say two partials, it's always a good trade because 70% of the position is gone, and the rest is just 20-30% remains with a trailing stop runner. That's it. So this is bouncing very strongly. Look at the exit. This exit was beautiful. In hindsight, but that was planned though. Just before 45.50, I didn't let it reach 45.50. Sometimes you don't want to be letting it go all the way to that, especially with a stock that has huge range. And also MTCH might actually take us out on the last batch, which is not gonna really do much when it comes to our risk to reward. No worries. It says I'll see you when you come back. MTCH might be providing us another opportunity for a possible short, but it's bouncing and it's already almost filled the gap. So how far is it gonna go, or how far can it go? 45.75s. quite a ways to go. So I really don't want to take any more trades though. There's a trade here on MTCH. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. There we go. Okay. All right. There it goes. So MTCH is actually, I was mentioning there's an add point here. So there it goes. Add point worked out really nicely as well. By the way, Oasis, this is our another setup. Beautiful. So hopefully this is gonna go at least to the lows. Kind of think that it might take a while for it to break the high low of day though. But if it does break it very quickly, that also means that we are really in a really decent trade basically. Yeah, Zell is just yeah, he might be busy. He hasn't really said anything, so I hope he's okay. He usually trades the open himself, isn't it? So I think he might be unaware of the clock changes, time change. So I think he might be 1 hour late. I think yesterday he did the same thing, or he might not be able to make it at this point. So we might have to wait for him for another week. Next week he might turn up on time. Just waiting on Yamsi to take another. On MTCH. MTCH, you know, clearly now hard stop, even hard stop is just over 49s, break even basically. So worst case scenario, this is going to take us out on break even. What a situation to be in, right? What a situation to be in. SPY is trying to take out the lows. It's just getting heavier and heavier. Seems like it wants to drop. There it goes. As soon as I said it, it takes out the lows. And is it going to hold? It might, because it really looks weak. I was mentioning earlier that, you know, I was saying like, look, SPY might be very choppy before the meeting. And then I was also saying that while I say that, these are the days we might get some decent opportunities. So that's why you don't want to go in with really, really strong bias. As I was telling myself when I was talking to the stream, nobody was there, but I was actually telling myself, well, you know what? Strong bias is not good. Have a bias. Think about what's happening in the market, but also if there's a trade, there's a trade. You got to take it. So I didn't really hesitate on those trades at all. There were some decent setups. Took it, happy with them. What in the back of my mind, what would have happened is basically I would have kept my stops short. So if I do get stopped out, it would have been smaller stops. So that way I would have benefited from the bias as well. Yamsi is, although I have 2 partials on it, I've got 30% left on it. More than MTCH. So same thing with Yamsi. If it does take out my entry level, just over it, I'll exit it. So that will be it. That's the worst case scenario. Something like close to 47s or just under 47s. It will take me out. But if it does run, best case scenario, to be honest, it will be that it breaks that low, takes that low out, 45.50s, and then goes towards 45s. That would be better case scenario. Best case scenario would be 44s here. But then again, I'm asking too much from it. And you never know. You never know. That's why I have this. I'm leaving this runner on both MTCH as well has runner that actually could get some decent amount on the last batch. So on a MTCH, I don't expect more than 46. And if it does reach 46, I'll be completely out of it. Just before 46, by the way. So that's the plan with MTCH. YUMC, Yum China. Oh, why do I call it YUMC? I just like to call it YUMC. Yum China is per plan 45 partial and 40. I think 45 is more than enough for me. I might take everything out on 45, guys. This has more potential though. This has more potential to actually go down way more than MTCH. Anywho, so that is pretty much the trades that I've taken. 2 trades, 2 green trades, beautiful. Both of them, I believe, at least 2 are trades. Overall, maybe 4 are, something like that. Really, I can't expect more actually from these kind of days where we have FOMC meeting, a lot of economics news, data, waiting for the data, things like that. So I'm happy with the day, the result, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to be trading anymore. I'm done. Voila. Let me just shut down my platform so I don't get tempted. I've set up my hard stops and limit orders where I'm pointing these out, so I don't need to worry about. I do have, I do check them once in a while, just to keep an eye on if something needs to be adjusted, like the stop or a trailing stop needs to be brought down. I do check them every 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So I don't need to worry about that because they are all runners. Thanks, Oasis. I don't want to jinx it, but remember November last... No, you were not here November last year. Yeah, remember November was back to back to back to back momentum. 4 hour, 5 hour, 10 hour, 13, 15 hour trades. Huge trades, right? I remember that. And hopefully if we can get anything close to November, we just don't need to... I don't need to trade much in December. That is exactly what happened. Remember, I didn't trade December at all. In fact, I think I traded the first week of December, second week maybe. But then after that, all the way until January, mid-January, I didn't trade at all. So that is hopefully the plan if trading goes well, which hopefully it will. It looks like it, so it's already looking like we had a decent day yesterday, a few days, and today, great. Perfect. Let's hope that it continues to give us momentum, which we really love. All right. Anything else before I go? Oasis. How's, by the way, how's the level 2 with Colmex going, the demo? Before I go, I just update myself on your situation. Yeah, so live definitely. So you're kind of matching it with these, right? You know, these level 2s, and it's same numbers, right? No difference at all. Yeah, I know. You can get rid of that. You know that. You can change that. You can change that. It really, to be honest, it really doesn't bother me. But I think I've changed it to. It's just divided by. What is it? 100. 100 divided by. There's a formula for it. I mean, there is in the setup as well. I think in the settings there is an option to get rid of the zeros. I think. I have to check mine though. I have to check mine. But it might be a good idea to actually put it to the same way here. You see these numbers 1, 2, 3. At least you know that 3 is 300 and 1 is 100. And then if you get double digits, that's in thousands. So yeah, that way it's easier. Definitely it would be easier. But if you can't, then you can still. In the olden days, we had to deal with the real amount basically, right? If it's 350, right? But it's easier to just basically keep it simple, nice and clean, to be able to read it nice and easy. Yeah, I know, but you can't though. One day, hopefully, one day. But is it not like TOS? Is it not allowed for EU citizens? I think for UK citizens, definitely it's not allowed. You can't get it. But EU, I haven't really inquired that. Yeah, I think so. Because EU and UK had the same rules back in the days when I was trying to research on it. Yeah, but get used to the Colmex. At least it gives you a chance to practice, and then who knows, you might like the platform. There's a lot of good things with Colmex platform itself. I use it myself every day. Like management of the stops, amazing. Drag and drop stop order, limit orders, anything you have on the tickers, you can move it around on the chart. Basically, chart trading, mouse trading, quick trading, hotkeys. There's a lot of good things going for it, for sure, when it comes to platform and execution. Yeah, we should do a webinar. I mean, it's just not Zell is also busy. I don't know what's happening. I did mention you guys want to do Monday, Tuesday. I'm perfectly fine. Anytime, just let me know. Because you and before the Silver used to join, and Silver is gone somewhere. I don't know what's happened to him. He's fine, but I think he's just taking a break. But you and Thingy only, Zell. So Zell and you, if you can, maybe contact each other, like DM him and see if he wants to do it this week or next week is fine. As for me, it's perfectly fine. So it'd be nice to catch up. Yeah, definitely. Let's give it like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half if we can catch up properly, and then take it from there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just catch up with update you on the trades for the stream. Anybody watching later on for the recordings, we took a trade on YMC short just on the 47s, 47, 60, 75, 73s, I believe. Shorted it here, partial out about 46s, 03s, and then partial out 46.63, I believe. So very, very good trade on this one. Our stop was here somewhere, very tiny stop, and about more than 2 hour basically trade. And I still have like the YMC 30% remaining, I believe, because this has more chance to go down more if it takes out the lows. So if it does reach 45s, that's when I will take everything off, I think, for the remainder of the position. That's YMC, beautiful trade, green trade. MTCH is also looking very fine. Right about now, it looks beautiful. Traded it under 49.20s, 49.13s entry, shorted it, took partial 48.17s, took another partial 46.80s, around under 47s basically. So huge, huge trade. And I still have 20% left. Look at what it's doing. It's taking out the lows. Amazing. Let it take out the lows so I can actually get my ultimate target, which is 46, 20s, 15s. If that's the case, I've got a huge trade in my hands, and that'll give me at least 3R on this one and the other one as well. If it hits my target, probably close to 3R. So 6R day for the day if it hits my target. If not, then 4R day. Not too shabby, right? Yes, sir. Those are the two trades we took. That's pretty much the update for the trades, guys. That's the review for the trades. Hey, Zell. You're late, man. Zell, you're late, bro. What's going on with you? You woke up late? You missed some really decent winners today. There was the things that I missed as well is I was watching. It's actually good that I didn't trade it. SONN, I wanted to trade it short, but I was slightly biased on it to the upside. I was thinking if this starts to curl up, this is one of those that can actually squeeze in proper. So I didn't take this, which is a good thing I didn't. The rest, yeah, I think I took the best stocks to trade. Yeah, we've been doing okay. Just keeping it very simple, letting the winners run. Really decent risk to reward. About 5R at this point, very close to 5R. And it's very, very close to giving me more than 6R today. Chances are I might get it. So not a bad day. Not a bad day. Easy. What about you? You've been trading. I know you trade and then you just keep it to yourself, which is a good thing if you are really like, especially scalping, you don't want to be getting disturbed a lot. Hopefully it did well. You did well. It went okay for you. Ooh, SNOA. SNOA could be a short, guys. SNOA right now could be a possible short. Yep, great day. Great day. It just reminds me of last year's November. Yeah, SNOA is just a bit low price stock, but if it starts to take this low here, 305s, maybe. But the potential, you've got to have a lot of shares on this one to be benefiting from like 20 cents move. Having said that, 20-cent move for a $33 stock is like huge percentage wise, right? But you have to be careful on these bounces as well. So this is one of those that's that I think there's a lot of games that can be played. So be very, very careful. But when it moves, it moves. LI. Ah, nice. Very good. Lovely, lovely. Scaling in, building up a position. But as long as it's it's part of the plan. FRZA. FRZA. Oh, Gapper. Okay, yeah. This was the one that gapped up and then carried on, taking the highs. Beautiful. Pre-market trading would have been nice on this one. Yeah. But at the moment, it looks weak to me. But hey, I'm not going to be trading it. Yeah. Good one, man. But anyways, you get out very quickly anyways. You scalped, so hopefully it didn't get hurt by this flush. And you managed to get something out on this one. when you see the stuff, and these kind of price action, you've got to make up a very quick decision. You've got to be very quick with your hotkeys. That's just usually the beginning of the end, if you know what I mean. Well, with these kind of rug pulls, if you can get away with 10 cents loss, I think that's still good, because what happens is, you think that this flush is not real and you hold on to it, and then once you start to see these small little candles, you start to bring in hope, saying, oh, this is going to reverse now because of, look at this wick, right? No. You got to make up a decision, like as it's doing this, when it hit that 275, that's when you got to be like on it. Oh shit, it's dropping. So you got to be getting out here. You don't want to be holding up here, especially the way you trade. So I'm sure you did the right thing. Well done for really sticking to it. Yeah, I would have been. You're keeping these for yourself, but again, I would not have traded because I had some decent trades going for myself. I didn't need to be honest, especially with a stock that is 2.5, $3. Really, I would rather choose MTCH on over this any day. But that's me done for the day, guys. I will head out unless you have any questions. I think next week I'll have to be a bit over here. It's gonna be 6:30. So usually this is the plan, 8 a.m. EST. If nothing changes, it's always 8 a.m. EST now, the stream time. So you have to match your time with the EST, Eastern time, right? Eastern Standard Time, New York time, basically. So if something changes, I will always obviously update you on Discord, right? So that is that. No worries, buddy. Anytime. All right, guys. Have a good one, yeah? Take it easy. Stay safe out there. And see you around. Bow.